Hello, how are we tonight? That's awesome. I'm mixed race, in case anyone's wondering why I'm qualified to be here tonight. Really want to establish that off the top. On the poster, it does say India Tamil underneath me, and it looks like a typo, but it's not. I'm just here to let you know the poster is not a typo. They forgot the word half, but otherwise, it's not a typo. I mean, let's face it, I'm very pale, right? Like, I am the whitest looking half-Tamil person you've ever seen. Like, all my family photos are just a bunch of beautiful brown people and then Wednesday Addams for some reason. Like, it's weird. I had this guy try to hit on me once, and he was like, "Ooh, you're like spicy, you're spicy." And it's like, I'm really more of a chai latte when you think about it. I hate, like, do you ever go to a cafe and you get their, like, curry chicken wrap and you open it up and there's, like, cashews and raisins in it for some reason, and then you take a bite and you're like, oh, like, you looked like curry but you taste like mayo. And I remember eating one of these things and thinking to myself, like, man, my people didn't steal spices from my people for this. Can we have tastier wraps, please? I'm from the suburbs. Anyone else here from the suburbs? Okay, that's the response I expected. What mall? What mall? Okay, you're a little modest, but Bramaley's in the house. Okay, very cool. Any other malls?
Fairview.
Fairview, okay.
Dixie Outlet Mall.
Dixie Outlet Mall! With the most pride I have ever heard that in my life. Congratulations. I am from Square One, so I'm better than you. Sorry. I'm better than you. I heard a few woos, so I guess I do have some support here tonight. I remember when I was 15, I was finally allowed to walk to the mall by myself. That was a big deal, because my parents were obviously strict. And I remember, like, I used to walk to the mall and, like, cars would honk at me and stuff. Now only taxis honk at me, okay, but it's 2019, that's like how it should be, right? But back then, like, cars would honk at me, and one day this guy was just really going at it. And I don't know what came over me, I just flipped him the bird. Like, I gave him the middle finger, and then I heard this howling laughter, right? So I looked, it was my dad. He didn't even pick me up, he just drove off. Left me in the dust. My dad had a bit of a temper growing up. I remember we had to go to the Home Depot together once because our sink was broken. The sink came with a lifetime guarantee, and he was still alive. He did not realize that it's the lifetime of the sink, not his lifetime. I feel like I just explained all of retail to you right now. Anyway, my dad was in line and he's like yelling at the manager, and the manager's trying to like explain why he can't help him, and then my dad decides to take it to the next level. He goes, "You want to take this outside? You want to take this outside?" And me, like this annoyed teenager, went, "Dad!" And then everybody looked at us and gasped, like, "Oh!" Because we don't look alike. Like, nobody knew why I was there. Everybody thought I was just some Russian teenager he hired to like smooth over the return or something. Needless to say, nothing got fixed that day, but I did save a Home Depot manager's life, so that's important. That's key. I just want to take a quick poll with everyone. Have you ever like dated somebody and then like fallen in love, and then like you've been with them for a year, and then they're like, "I don't love you, I never loved you," and then you break up, and then you're like, "Oh my God, this is terrible. Is this gaslighting? I'm not sure." And then you go to a therapist for a few months, and then you're like, "You know what, maybe it is him, maybe it isn't me," and then you finally move on, and then he gets his own TV show. Has that ever happened to anyone? I don't know what's like it's so weird because like obviously like I moved on, he moved on, but then I found out he wrote a sketch about me in this TV show, and I know this because the name of the character in the sketch is my name. It's CATHRYN. He didn't change my name. That's how I know it's about me. And then I got asked to audition for the show. Quick fact about me, I'm not an actor. I don't do auditions, I don't have an agent. I was especially requested by the show to audition, and I didn't get the part. That's terrorism, right? To me, that's actually terrorism. Okay, cool. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. I'm finding that I'm having a hard time keeping track of all the things I'm supposed to boycott these days. All the things I'm supposed to be against. Like, I remember seeing this video, like, it kind of went viral, and there was like a turtle, and there was like a plastic straw stuck in his eye, and then I was like, that's it, no more plastic straws, right? So what do? I buy a metal straw. But now I'm carrying this metal straw around with me everywhere I go, you know, for emergencies. Have you ever tried to clean a plastic straw? A metal straw? It's difficult. You have to buy a special brush to clean your metal straw. But by the time I figured this out, there was already gunk like stuck in the middle and shit, and I was like, you know what? Sometimes the turtle's gotta take it out. I can't save everyone, okay? This is a bit much. I'm taking a financial literacy class at the moment because I am financially illiterate. And the guy teaching the class, he's not a real teacher, he's just this guy that works at CIBC, and he's teaching the class for extra money. And I love that this guy works at the bank and needs a second job for extra money. Like, he hasn't figured out his own finances. And then he's like trying to teach us, I don't know, something. And then he immediately lost control of the class, and we all started asking him questions about money laundering. And this woman is like, for example, I'm in dirty business. I have lots of cash, and I deposit cash. Can I do that? And I'm like, what do you mean, for example? Who's this example for? So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot right now. I'm sure you guys can tell by the sound of my voice that I'm single. Look, this tone is niche, okay? So it'll be another someday. I was at a house party a little while ago. Lots of singles, no one flirting with each other though. We all just got out our online dating profiles and started comparing them with other people at the party. Pretty sure 100% of experts agree, this is not the way to meet someone. This guy starts looking at my profile and he starts giving me tips and advice. I didn't ask for it, he just starts giving it to me anyways. And he's like, you should lie about your age and show more cleavage. The thing is, his name's Scooter, so it's like, who cares? Right? Like, if his name's Scott, it's like, hey Scott, that hurt my feelings. But Scooter, please, who cares? You're like named after a mode of transportation I barely respect, so I think I'll be fine. Any scooters in the house by any chance tonight? That would be shocking at the Asian show, but you never know. Sometimes Scooter's an ally, you know what I mean? I am in my early 30s right now, and when I turned 30, people were like, oh my god, like, you look so good for your age. And I was like, really? Because I used to just look good. That's a new phase in life for me now. Now I'm trying to figure out, like, if I want to be a mom at some point. The thing is, I don't know if I really want to be a mom, but I feel like I would love to be a dad. Like, I want to hold someone else's hand while they give birth to my child. And just, like, be there for them every other weekend, you know? I just want to, like, toss a ball to my kid and be like, can't volunteer at your school, son, I'm busy. Blah, blah, blah. That's my leadership style. I don't know, I just feel like being a number 1 dad is like being a number 11 mom, right? If you could put that on a few mugs. Feel good. Took it a little too far, didn't I? Took it a little too far. I'm sure there's like 5 good dads here tonight. I'll end on this. That was mean. I'm sure there's like actually 15 good dads here tonight. It's more realistic. Do you guys ever feel like being passive aggressive towards your friends on the internet sometimes? That's a lot. Do you ever just like want to message one of your friends and be like, hey, remember that time when my dad died and you weren't there for me? Hashtag Throwback Thursday. Feel free to use that one. I've been CATHRYN NAIKER. Thank you so much.